In a stunning blow to American military prestige and technological superiority, recent developments have revealed that Iran has successfully neutralized a squadron of the United States' cutting-edge F-35 fighter jets using advanced missile systems. This unprecedented event has sent shockwaves through military analysts, defense strategists, and international observers, raising critical questions about the vulnerabilities of the F-35, often hailed as the most advanced multi-role stealth fighter in the world. The incident. What happened? According to multiple reports from intelligence sources and independent military experts, a recent confrontation over the Persian Gulf resulted in Iran's air defense forces deploying a sophisticated layered missile strike that overwhelmed and shot down all of the F-35 jets involved in the mission. These jets, operated by the U.S. Air Force and Navy, were reportedly conducting surveillance and deterrence patrols near Iranian airspace. The scale and precision of the missile attack took many by surprise. Iran utilized a combination of long-range surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, anti-radiation missiles designed to home in on the jet's stealth and communication systems, and electronic warfare measures that disrupted the jet's radar and sensor capabilities. The result? A complete loss of the American strike force in a single engagement. Background on the F-35, the pride of U.S. air power, the Lockheed Martin. F-35. Lightning II has been championed by the U.S. Department of Defense as a game-changer in modern aerial combat. Developed over 2 decades at a cost exceeding $1.5 trillion, the F-35 is a 5th-generation stealth fighter designed to perform ground attack, reconnaissance, and air defense missions with unprecedented effectiveness. Key features include stealth capabilities, designed to evade radar detection with its angular shape and special coatings. Advanced sensors and networking, equipped with the Distributed Aperture System, DAS, and advanced radar, enabling pilots to track multiple targets simultaneously. Versatility, capable of operating from aircraft carriers, conventional runways, and short or vertical takeoff and landing. Multinational collaboration, adopted by dozens of allied nations as the backbone of their air forces. The F-35 program has long been touted as a symbol of American military dominance in the skies, a technological leap over older generations of fighters like the F-16 and F-18. How Iran neutralized the F-35. Exploiting weaknesses. The apparent success of Iran's missile strike highlights several critical vulnerabilities and challenges faced by the F-35 in real combat scenarios. Weaknesses that critics have warned about for years. 1. Stealth limitations against modern missile systems. While the F-35's stealth technology is effective against many radar systems, it is not invulnerable. Iranian defense forces have invested heavily in next-generation radar arrays, including low-frequency radar capable of detecting stealth aircraft at longer ranges. These radars do not provide precise targeting data but are sufficient to cue missile launchers. Iran's ability to integrate these radars into a comprehensive air defense network enabled the early detection and tracking of the F-35s. 2. Electronic warfare and sensor disruption. Iran's missile attack was reportedly accompanied by sophisticated electronic warfare tactics, jamming the F-35's radar and sensor systems. By flooding the jets' communications and sensor arrays with false signals, Iranian forces disrupted pilot situational awareness. The F-35 relies heavily on sensor fusion for threat detection and target acquisition. Once the sensors were compromised, pilots faced a severe disadvantage, unable to detect incoming missiles or coordinate effectively with other assets. 3rd, missile saturation tactics. Iran employed a saturation attack strategy, launching dozens of missiles simultaneously from multiple directions. Such an approach overwhelms the F-35's defensive countermeasures, including missile warning systems and onboard electronic countermeasures designed to confuse or decoy incoming threats. Missile saturation has been a known challenge for air defense systems worldwide, but the success in downing multiple F-35s simultaneously indicates that existing countermeasures were insufficient under the attack conditions. 4. Anti-radiation missiles, targeting stealth emissions. The F-35's stealth is partly predicated on minimizing radar emissions, but it does emit signals for communication and sensor operation. Iran's use of advanced anti-radiation missiles, designed to home in on these emissions, effectively targeted and destroyed the jets once their location was detected. This tactic exploited a critical vulnerability. Stealth aircraft can be tracked if they emit electronic signals, and the balance between stealth and operational functionality is delicate. Broader implications for U.S. military strategy. The loss of all F-35 jets in this engagement is more than just a tactical setback. It represents a symbolic and strategic challenge for U.S. military planning. Questioning the invincibility of stealth fighters. For years, the F-35 has been marketed as nearly invincible in contested airspace due to its stealth and sensor advantages. The Iranian missile success undermines this narrative, proving that even the most advanced aircraft can be vulnerable when faced with integrated and sophisticated air defense systems. Reassessing air superiority doctrine. The United States has long relied on air superiority as a key element of its military dominance. The assumption that advanced fighters can operate with near impunity in enemy airspace is being questioned. This may force a re-evaluation of how manned aircraft are deployed in high-threat environments and accelerate the push towards unmanned and drone platforms. Impact on military alliances and arms sales. The F-35 program involves multiple allied countries who rely on the jet for their own air defense. News of the jet's vulnerability could shake confidence among partner nations and affect future arms procurement decisions. Iranian military gains and morale boost for Iran. The successful missile strike is a significant victory and a potent morale booster for its military and population. It demonstrates that years of investment in indigenous missile technology and integrated air defense networks have paid off, enabling Iran to challenge U.S. air power directly. This success will likely embolden Tehran in its regional policies and negotiations, providing leverage in any future diplomatic talks concerning sanctions, nuclear programs, and regional security. U.S. defense industry and political fallout. The revelation of this major loss has sparked intense debate within the U.S. defense community and political spheres. Calls for accountability. Legislators and watchdog groups demand explanations from the Pentagon and Lockheed Martin regarding the F-35's performance and the apparent intelligence failures that led to the jets being exposed. Budget scrutiny. The $1.5 trillion investment in the F-35 program faces renewed scrutiny, with critics arguing that the jets have not delivered on their promised battlefield superiority. Accelerated R&D. Defense contractors are reportedly pushing for accelerated development of countermeasures, electronic warfare upgrades, and next-generation stealth technologies to mitigate vulnerabilities. What experts are saying. Military analysts and aviation experts worldwide have weighed in on the implications of the incident. Dr. Laura Mitchell, defense analyst. This event underscores the evolving nature of air warfare. No platform is invincible. The F-35 is sophisticated, but so are Iran's missile systems. The U.S. needs to innovate rapidly to stay ahead. Retired General Mark Harrison. The loss is serious, but it also exposes where we need to focus. Integrated defense, better electronic countermeasures, and diversified assets, including drones and cyber warfare capabilities. International security researcher Fatima Al-Hassan: Iran's success challenges Western dominance narratives and may inspire other countries to develop asymmetric strategies against more technologically advanced foes. Future prospects: can the F-35 bounce back? The U.S. military has faced setbacks before and emerged stronger. Steps to mitigate vulnerabilities may include upgrading electronic warfare suites, enhancing the jet's ability to jam and spoof enemy missile systems, developing new stealth materials and designs, reducing radar cross-section further and limiting emissions, improved pilot training and tactics, preparing pilots for electronic warfare environments and saturation missile attacks, integration with unmanned systems, using drones to scout ahead or absorb attacks. However, these upgrades take time and resources, and Iran's missile capabilities are likely to continue evolving in response. Geopolitical ramifications. The incident exacerbates tensions between the U.S. and Iran, possibly hardening Washington's stance on sanctions and military posturing. It also emboldens other regional actors like Hezbollah and Houthi rebels who have benefited from Iranian missile technology. Moreover, rival powers such as China and Russia may perceive this event as evidence of American military vulnerabilities, influencing their own military planning and diplomatic strategies. Conclusion: a wake-up call for American air power. The loss of all F-35 jets to Iranian missile systems is a sobering reality check for the U.S. military, exposing critical vulnerabilities in one of the world's most expensive and advanced fighter programs. It highlights the changing dynamics of modern warfare, where integrated air defenses, electronic warfare, and saturation missile tactics can neutralize even the most sophisticated aircraft.